Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam. Happy Mahashivratri to each one of you. Now, what is the March challenge for the SWS Singham Gang? This video is going to focus precisely on that. Now, many of you had written to me about the February challenge and how it had worked out very well for many of you. Some of you wrote about the hurdles that you faced during the February challenge, and I had suggested some adjustments. Those of you who I wrote back to know exactly who you are. Now, what do you do in March, given that your board examinations are at least 7 weeks away? 25th, 26th April is when your board examinations will start. So how do you spend the remaining 7 weeks? We are going to now focus in this video on the 4 weeks of March 2022. Now, before I get into that, continue with this video only on one condition. The condition is that आपने ये सोच रखा है, you have thought it that you are going to be an achiever. If you are one of those who say कि हाँ चलते हैं कुछ ना कुछ हो जाएगा, then this video is not for you. Then SWS is not your kind of platform. This is a platform where we focus on making achievers. That is our focus. I don't want you to regret in July whenever the results come out कि काश मैंने मार्च में मेहनत की होती. That I wish I had not wasted the month of March 2022. So March is the month to march ahead. So is my Singham gang ready? So if you are ready, we will start. Now I will divide this March challenge into two parts. First, for those students whose pre-board examinations have been concluded in the month of February. There are many schools that did not postpone it even after the council said so. So उनके pre-board examinations खत्म हो गए हैं. Okay, so that's part one. Part two is for those students whose pre-board examinations are going to be held in the second half of March, mostly around the 20th, some of them around the 14th of March. Okay, so let me go through it one by one. First category, for those whose pre-board examinations are already done and dusted. Okay, with. Now, you may not have received your answer scripts. Now, that's what many of my students tell me from your subject teachers at school, but you would have a broad idea. आपको ये मालूम होगा कि कहां पर आपने गलतियां की हैं, कहां पर आपसे चूक हुई है, where your preparation level was not good enough, where you were not able to recall, where your understanding of concepts was not good enough, right? आपको तो मालूम होगा, आपके टीचर्स को शायद नहीं मालूम होगा, आपके पेरेंट्स को शायद नहीं मालूम होगा, आपके भाई बहन को शायद नहीं मालूम होगा, लेकिन आपको जरूर मालूम होगा कि कहां पर आपका एक तरह से नेगेटिव में चल रहा है, जहां पर आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिल्कुल 100% सही नहीं है. Okay, now what I want you to do immediately after this video gets over is to sit with your notebook and a pen and jot down all those chapters oblique concepts oblique points where you think कि आपका preparation level सही नहीं है. Okay, it could be the Merchant of Venice Act 5 scene 1, the ring scene. ट्रायल सीन बढ़िया मालूम है लेकिन रिंग सीन नहीं मालूम है, तो उसको लिख लीजिए. हो सकता है सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में आपको डाउट्स हो सकता है कि वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट चैप्टर में आपको डाउट हो सकता है कि कैलोरीमेट्री में आपको डाउट हो. सो व्हाटएवर यू हैव डाउट्स, हो सकता है कि चैप्टर के अंदर आई के बारे में आपको पूरी तरह जानकारी हो लेकिन कान के बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी नहीं हो, राइट? सो व्हाटएवर यू हैव डाउट्स, पुट इट डाउन क्लियरली, सब्जेक्ट, कॉन्सेप्ट, chapter wise. Okay, write it down in your notebook immediately after this video gets over in the next 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, make that list and fix time for each portion to be attended to. और आप पूछेंगे कि टाइम कौन सा? टाइम होगा अब से लेकर संडे 6 मार्च तक, यानी कि 5-5.5 दिन का आपके पास समय है. You have 5.5 days in order to fix all the problem areas. This is going to be the problem solving week, the problem fixing week. Okay, you are going to be your own plumber who is going to fix कि कहां लीकेज हो रहा है, कहां मेरे मार्क्स लीक हो रहे हैं, उसको फिक्स करने का काम है. संडे तक का आपके पास समय है और ये समय काफी रहेगा और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप सभी, और दिस इज बेसिकली फॉर स्टूडेंट्स, लेट मी टेल यू, दिस नॉट फॉर स्टूडेंट्स हु विल से अरे मैंने तो कुछ भी नहीं किया है. वेल, आपके लिए फिर एक बाहुबली स्ट्रेटेजी बनानी पड़ेगी. दिस इज फॉर स्टूडेंट्स who are at that 70, 75, 80, 85 kind of mark, जिनके अभी भी 15%, 20% marks lose हो रहे हैं because of the reasons that I mentioned. So between now and Sunday is your opportunity and time to fix the problem areas. जहां पर डाउट हो, जैसे मैंने कहा कान के बारे में समझ में नहीं आया, ask your teacher. Okay, anyone. I mean, you may have different resources, right? You don't understand the waste management chapter, ask somebody. So just get your doubts clarified between now and March 6th. Once you have done that, take a day's break, no problem. या 7th को buffer भी रख लो, no problem. उसके बाद start revising 2 to 3 subjects at a time, preferably 3 subjects at a time. Every 3 subjects का band को give a week. See, this is your second revision because pre-boards के पहले आपने already पढ़ के revision किया होगा. So this is your second revision. So you will be on more kind of comfortable ground. So एक हफ्ते में 3 सब्जेक्ट खत्म करना possible है. हिस्ट्री सीरीज का पहला रीडिंग ही आप लोगों ने 3 दिन में खत्म कर लिया था, राइट? वो पहला रीडिंग था, अब तो 1.5 दिन में हो जाना चाहिए, राइट? सो यू शुड बी एबल टू एंड फेज इट आउट. ओके, इतने चैप्टर हैं and choose different kind of subject, one of science, one of language, one of humanities, so that you have a variety of subjects to study, so that बोरियत ना लगे and you finish it off within 1 week. Between 7th, 8th and the end of the month, you have roughly about 3 weeks time, roughly. Okay, तो उस टाइम में आप इन सब चीजों को फिक्स कीजिए. ओके, सो दैट्स समथिंग व्हिच यू डू. कीप ए वीक, कीप 1 day बफर, सो दैट कोई स्पिल ओवर हो जाए, सो यू नो यू हैव एन 8th day also. ओके, now इसके बाद what should be the revision like? That's an important point I want to focus like. This in many senses is going to be a Singham revision. And why am I calling it a Singham revision? Singham is something which is supreme. Singham is the king of the jungle. Singham is the queen of the jungle, right? So you need to behave like the king of the jungle कि मुझे सब मालूम है, right? I will hunt down any doubt that I have, right? Which means that after this revision you should not have a doubt. April के महीने में आपको doubts नहीं होने चाहिए. मार्च 31 तक आपके सारे डाउट्स इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर में खत्म हो जाने चाहिए. ओके, बिकॉज उसके बाद आप डाउट्स क्लैरिफाई मत कीजिए, उसके बाद आप रिवीजन करेंगे. अप्रैल के महीने में आप मारुति कार नहीं चलाएंगे, आप फेरारी चलाएंगे. स्पीड, यू विल डू रिवीजन लाइक दिस, 2 more revisions like this, so that by the time you sit for the examination you would have done 4, sometimes even 5 revisions. That is the level of preparation I want each one of my Singhams to be at. Understood? Now let me come to the second category. The second category is those students who are having pre-boards 14th of March or 20th of March. Majority of them are having from 20th of March is what I understand. Okay. So work towards your target depending on the date sheet, the timetable in your particular school. Also remember, get your mindset clear. Do not approach the pre-boards as if they are not to be taken seriously. Treat it like your boards. Put your best foot forward. This is important. The mindset has to be clear. अगर आप सोचेंगे कि हाँ मैं 20 रन पे भी आउट हो जाऊंगा, फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, then it's no point. You need to get into the ground with the mindset that कि आज मैं सेंचुरी मारूंगा. That has to be your mindset. Please keep that goal very clear. अगर if you want to be ordinary and mediocre, then फायदा क्या है? As I always say, दूसरों के लिए ताली बजाते रहोगे. And also, if anyone tells you that ये प्री बोर्ड्स आर ए वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, ऐसे काफी लोग होंगे यहां यूट्यूब पे भी मिलेंगे, आपको बोलेंगे ये प्री बोर्ड्स वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है. उनको बोलो आगे चलो, छुट्टा नहीं है. ओके, एंड इफ योर एग्जाम्स आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द 21st of March, so between 2nd of March and 5th of March, choose the subjects which are the last subjects in your date sheet. Suppose your last 2 exams are chemistry and geography. Choose those 2 subjects first. Okay, between 6th and 8th and 9th of March, 6th and 9th of March, choose these 2 subjects which are before that. It could be, say, the optional subject and physics. उन दोनों को मिला लीजिए. So you keep coming so that अगर आपके एग्जाम 21 से शुरू हो रहे हैं तो 17, 18, 19, 20 you are targeting on the first 2 exams that you have, so that your synergy is better, your preparation time is better, your preparation schedule is better. So you come like this. You start with the end one and you keep coming closer. Understood? Now, those who mess up in some papers will have the month of April to sort out all those things. I am hoping that you would have used the month of February to prepare well for these March pre-boards. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि February का महीना पूरा waste किया हो. I am hoping you are not those kind. So to recap, Singham Group 1, second revision time in the month of March 2022. Singham Group 2, you have to hunt down the pre-board examinations. फोड़ना है. Okay, so that has to be your motto, that has to be your jaspa. Okay, all the best to you. Take care.